Hello everyone, it's Danielle here. Sorry this video is gonna be a little, I don't know. Um, Today was my grandfather's funeral, and I'm gonna try not to cry in this video like I did in the other one. But it's just so hard, losing someone, and I just had my birthday on the 17th, and this is the first one without him. I dreaded this day all week. I wasn't prepared for it. No one in my family was, and it was like, my mother um, told my brother, um, oh, you know, not to wear a dress or feminine clothes to the funeral, which in a way I was kind of mad because I'm like, I feel like I can't be myself. Like, it's like she doesn't. I don't know. I want to be myself, and I've been myself for so, in the last couple of years. And it's like, Mom, I'm not trying to make my mother accepted. I'm not trying to change her mind. I'm not trying to make anyone change their mind. But you would think that people would want other people to be happy. My grandfather, who didn't know like anything like this was going on because of his dementia and everything, even if he was like 100% like there, he wouldn't judge me. He would say, do what makes you happy. And that's what I'm doing. Today I went to the funeral and I had to wear a suit and tie, and I felt so out of place. So out of place. And I know my grandfather, that's how he remembered me. So in a way I did it for him, but the way my mother put it to my brother just was really disrespectful and really hurtful to me. Hope you guys didn't mind that music. I just needed to hear something. I know this video is gonna seem really, really boring, but it's still fresh in my mind that my last grandparent is gone, and all I have is my mom and my dad, and my mother and I don't talk. Like today at the funeral, she didn't say 2 words to me, and that's fine. I was a wreck, really. I was pretty much the only one bawling my eyes out. We got to the church and we sat in a room before the service, sat at the table, cried. Got into the back room where we as a family and the pastor said a prayer. I was the only one crying. Walked into the area where the funeral was going on. Walked in bawling like a baby, sat at the pew and cried. I cried when my mom spoke, when my uncle spoke. I choked up and cried when I spoke. Choked up when my brother spoke and cried. Cried afterwards, and then, went up to we drove up to the cemetery to where he was buried. Well, he was cremated, but where he'll be buried, his remains, and he's with my grandmother, his wife, and his in-laws, my great-grandparents. And I did fine there, but as soon as we got back, cried, and I was actually, people were being nice and comforting me and everything like that, And my auntie Jean, I had to send out a big thanks to her because she was helping me that whole time because she kept rubbing my back and trying to make me feel good. Because like, let me tell you something. I was sitting there, I could feel my chest like just beating really hard. Um, I could feel so many emotions flooding in, but the sadness took over everything. Um, and I couldn't stop crying. And then on the way home, I cried. And then I tried to take a nap on the couch and laid there and cried. You know, in your transition, I'll say to everyone that you go through things, and there are things that are hard. Um, didn't think I'd be going through, this. Um, I just, I really wish I knew what to say here. I know my grandfather's probably looking down at me right now, going, "Hey, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Just keep doing what you're doing. You, you be you." And that's all I want. Could I do I wish that um like he could see me fully transition someday? Yeah. But he'll see me just in a different way. Um I've never I've never dealt with death very easily. And I don't think anyone has, but for me, I know it's been very difficult. Like, people say, "Oh, I know how you feel," or try not to think about it, but it's so much easier said than done, especially when you're so close to this person. And how, like, my grandfather was so nice to everyone. I never saw him angry. I never saw him sad. Um, and he just had such a light about him, and he tried to instill that in me. And you know I can remember times when I was sad, and he did anything to try and cheer me up. um, and I know that there's going to be something someday that's going to remind me of him and make me just laugh or smile. um, I know this really doesn't have anything to do with my transition, but you guys know that I like to keep you updated on my life and what's going on. And I really, appreciate the subscribers I have here. I really appreciate the comments that you guys give me. I really appreciate the support. Whether it was for my birthday, saying happy birthday, or apologizing, giving me sympathy for my grandfather, or, whatever it is. Because, like I've said in videos before, I'm here to help you guys, but there are many of you out there that are here to help me. We're all helping each other. Because we all have that same goal. We have different goals in life and different things that we want to do, but we all have that same goal. And my grandfather used to say to me, if you have a goal and if you really want it bad enough, anything's possible and you can do it. I look at, myself and say, hey, can you believe that it's almost been 3 years since you started making this transition, and look how far you've come. You've gotten this far. He wouldn't want me to put any halts on it. He wouldn't want something like his death to affect my decision, and it's not. But some people will say, "Oh, well, are you having second thoughts or whatever?" And it's like, no, I'm not having second thoughts. Because he would want me to be true to myself, and that's what I'm being. My mother, I can't speak for her. For right now, it's just best to be apart the way we are. I have people in my life who support me. I have people who, call or text or message me or anything, ask how I'm doing. That's honestly, that's all I really wanted from people. Like, family wise, is people to call me by my name, people to, ask me how I'm doing, or even offer to take me to a doctor's appointment so that they could see what I go through. Because, again, it's not easy. And I know if my grandfather was alive and knew what I was going through, he would come with me. He would go with me to the doctor's appointment. I know we'd be blasting music in the car, either singing or talking about the Titanic or the westerns he used to watch or whatever it is. Um, so I'm gonna leave you guys now here. Um, you guys know the drill. Like and subscribe to this channel. Like the video, like other videos. If you want to comment here, feel free. I know I said in a couple of the videos from the past, but I did link all my social media accounts to this YouTube channel, so you can find those there. My email is also down there, and my home address is down here too if you guys want to send me some fan mail or anything like that, because I know some of you asked for it. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your Saturday, and I hope to see you guys again. Bye.